Hello and welcome back to Forza Motorsport. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about the recent confirmation of the fact that the car leveling system as we know it today will be getting essentially scrapped. So let's go ahead and dive into what this means for the game and also whether or not it's actually going to be enough to draw that player base back into the game that the game admittedly lost, in large part to the fact that a lot of people were just not able to customize their cars in the ways that they wanted to, which honestly, when you look at it from the standpoint of any racing game today, especially the Forza series, which has always prided itself on the fact that you had all of that customization freedom, to take that away from your player base, lock it behind a grindy leveling system, and then to basically tell your players that this is just the way it is now, this is the way the game works now, and that's just that. And as I'm sure you are well aware, a lot of people were very upset by this change to the car leveling system, and, well, not even this change, but more like the addition of the car leveling system to begin with, because the car leveling system was never really a thing in prior Forza Motorsport games, and you could just, if you had the credits to modify your car, you could just head on over to the shop, modify your car however you wanted, and then just send it right back out on track again, which honestly, I feel like that's what a lot of people were not only used to, but that's also what a lot of people were expecting from the game. And again, when you lock all of that behind a grind system, you are inevitably going to piss a lot of people off. Now, I'm going to read some of the sections of the official developer statement, and I will let y'all make your own decisions in regards to how you feel about this change and how you feel about the updates. But also, of course, let me know in those comments down below if you have any other thoughts or opinions. So without any further ado, let's get into the developer statement. And the statement begins with them starting off saying, here's how we're changing car progression in Forza Motorsport thanks to your feedback. There's been quite a lot of feedback. There's been quite a lot of YouTube videos. There's been quite a lot of social media activity around this topic, really ever since it was announced and prior to the launch of the game. So let's see what they actually said. Now, they start by saying, today we're outlining important changes to the car progression mechanic in Forza Motorsport. These updates will give players freedom to equip the parts they want to install to their car, regardless of car level, while retaining aspects of the system for those who enjoy it. And I do want to touch on that for a quick second, because I have seen some people out there that are annoyed about this change, saying that they actually prefer the car leveling system as opposed to the prior system, although it definitely seems like the people that enjoy the system are less common. However, if you do happen to be one of the people that enjoys the system, there will be elements of it that will stick around. So what does this mean in terms of actual gameplay substance for players that are going to download this update? Well, let's get into that part of the developer's release. So they say, firstly, we will remove the locked part mechanic so all parts can be accessed at car level 1 for every car in the game. I feel like there should be like a massive round of applause or something. But then again, you could also say that that's the way it should have been from the get-go, and the fact that they are changing this now is more like them resetting to square one from square like 0.5 as opposed to a step forward from step 1. But again, that's another discuss amongst yourselves point specifically. Now, to go ahead and continue though, they said once a car is added to your car collection, you can install upgrades to it in any order that you wish. whether it's engine swaps, race tires, aspiration changes, so say for example superchargers, turbochargers, and then of course body kits, and any other part available for your vehicle, you will have the freedom to build cars your way. And I can honestly tell that they're really trying to drive home the fact that, honestly, if nothing else, they're trying to drive home the fact that, hey, we get it, this system is going away. And while I will admit that they went out on a limb and they tried something new, however, with that system, with the car leveling system, because I think they were trying to lean a little bit more into that ultra grindy game style, which is, well, I won't say it's popular, because it's not necessarily popular in every type of gaming, or rather niche of gaming. However, there are a lot of games out there that use a system like this in terms of leveling your characters and things like that, and I think that may have been where they drew some of that inspiration for the system from. However, with the type of game that this is, and of course the type of game worlds and experiences that it's trying to deliver to people, I'm honestly not surprised at all that a system like that did not work out in the long run. Now this next section though is really interesting, because it gets into how credits, in-game credits that you earn through races, whether that's online or in the career mode, can actually be used to buy car points, which will then allow you to upgrade your cars as you have been able to in the past by just spending credits. Now they've said that they're testing a ratio of about 4,500 credits to about 500 car points. And essentially what this means is that it will take roughly about 100,000 credits to quote-unquote fully upgrade a vehicle that is sitting at level 1, if you want to literally install basically every single possible part. So let's say you were doing a Golf R, they've said it would be about 89,000 credits, whereas if you were doing, for example, a BMW M4, it would be about 130,000 credits to do all of the upgrades on that, which of course equals out to about, once again, an average of about 100,000 credits to get a car fully upgraded, which I don't think 100,000 credits in a game like Forza Motorsport is going to be all that difficult to come by. Now, let's also talk about some of the other elements of the car leveling system that will be retained, like for example, the manufacturer discounts. So manufacturer discounts as they stand currently will remain unchanged according to the developers when this update gets rolled out. And honestly, I don't mind that. I don't think there's any issue with retaining the discount system. I mean, I think players will be perfectly happy with anything that gets them a discount on cars and parts in the game. So really, if you're leaving the discount systems, I don't think players are going to have any qualms about that whatsoever. And honestly, at the end of the day, I think this is just overall a really positive change for Forza Motorsport in general. Now, is it enough? I'm honestly not sure. Because it seems like, honestly, it seems like ever since the game has released, we see another YouTube video and another YouTube video and another YouTube video from another creator that says, or rather is titled something to the effect of Forza Motorsport is dead, or here's why Forza Motorsport is dead. And to be honest, when the pro teams pulled out of the game, I don't know, I was kind of like, oh, this is bad. And honestly, that's as someone that, for the most part, has kind of been out of the sort of Forza Motorsport grind for the past month or so, because admittedly, I enjoyed it a lot when it launched, but I ended up kind of stepping away from the game a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Because to be honest, a lot of the issues just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And also, It was honestly also hard to interact with any Forza Motorsport related spaces online, because it seemed like the constant conversation was, why are you playing this game? It's dead and awful. And when that much of the community is considering a game quote unquote dead or awful, it doesn't exactly promote a happy or healthy game environment. But either way, let me know in those comments down below what your thoughts and feelings and of course opinions are on this whole situation regarding the car upgrade system and of course the update rolling it back. And that's going to do it for this video, and I'll see y'all next time.